So then whenever you are lifting your image, you want to make sure that you got it. Let's see. Yep. You can see a little, I know you can't probably see it on the camera. I can see that I have my contact paper, but if you feel the backing of the contact paper, the side that's actually on the contact paper, is really slick. It doesn't even feel like paper, so you should be able to tell. Now my biggest thing is making sure I pick up the little stuff in the middle that I place there. It feels like I have, so that's good. Okay. I'm going to set my mat out of the way. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to put that over here. Okay. We have our glass here. That's a seam. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to do it on this side. I wanted to do it away from this, but there was a seam there in our glass, so I think I'm going to do it right here. So holding that like this, I think about there. Looks good to me. You may have to zoom in some. I don't know how far back you are. Not too close, but if my head keeps getting in the way. Okay, so you just want to smooth this down. And once you got it on there, you can take your scraper again and really give it a good press in there. So the next thing is whenever you're removing your transfer tape, you want to keep your transfer tape as close to your glass as possible while you're pulling it back. So you just want to pull it back. Don't pull it up like this because you may end up not getting some things transferred onto your glass. So you just want to pull it back slowly. And stay close to your glass as you're pulling. And it is tough. Transfer tape is quite sticky and it likes being with whatever it is you're trying to transfer. Okay, we got it. I don't know if people ever use this. I feel like it loses a good bit of stickiness, although it had a ton of stickiness before, so I just trash it. Okay, and then once you have your contact paper on here, you don't need to worry about bubbles out here because nothing's going to get out there. What you do need to worry about though is again that all your little edges are down really tight, because what will happen is you'll get this this flowering or cloudiness look, like a fuzzy look to your edges if your etching cream seeps in there. And I know because of course I've had it happen to me. So I got some crayon right there. That's not good. Okay. So you can just go back over with your scraper and make sure all your edges are down. Okay, so then what you're going to do is I like to pour my etching cream out onto another piece of paper, which I use the backing off of my transfer tape. And I think you're going to hear my son say head a lot in the video because I keep sticking my head in the video. Okay. Now, I think one of the biggest problems or mistakes that crafters make whenever they're trying to etch glass is that they don't use enough etching cream. You really need to glob it on. Be generous. You can actually, from what I understand, I've never done this, but you can actually scrape off the excess whenever you're done and put it back in the bottle and reuse it. I haven't done it. I don't doubt those who have tried it and been successful, so I would say go for it. You're going to leave this stuff on for, a lot of people are doing it for like 20 and 30 minutes, and I don't know if they're using Armor Etch or something different, but you're not supposed to have to do that. I have tried leaving it on longer thinking that it would make my etching deeper or whatever, and it didn't. So literally it says like so many minutes, like a few minutes for one type of medium, and then like up to 5 minutes. I leave mine on for 10. It's worked well for me. And like I said, I've tried leaving it on a lot longer, and it made no difference. So I would say 10 minutes, you're good to go. Rinse it off. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay, so about 10 minutes has passed, and I just realized this is upside down. Okay. Anyways, so 10 minutes went by, and I took this over and I ran it under a steady stream of, I use warm water just because I want to, but you can use cold, whatever, and just kind of go over it like this with your finger, rinse it really good, then take off your stencil, and I wash it with my dishwashing soap, with my Dawn, and dry it really good. And this is what it looks like. Can you see that? And see what happens whenever you don't get the edges really good? There's a little drippy spot right there, but that's okay. And I just realized, compared to the image that I did the first time, or the etching that I did the first time, this is upside down. Not that it matters, but it is, because look, here's the one that I did the first time. See that? And it's upside down. Huh. This is right side up. That is upside down, but that's okay. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. And you can do that on anything. You can make whatever design you want. You can put it on anything that's glass. Colored glass, it works just fine with. But I think that's the biggest issue, is that people don't use enough etching cream. You just need to slather it on there. Don't be shy. And you'll get this. I think that contact paper is, again, a decent medium if you're not doing anything too intricate. The vinyl probably works better, but it's a good bit more expensive. And now they have the new Cricut stencil material, which is really, really thick. Maybe you can Google it or look for a tutorial up on YouTube. I cannot remember who I saw do it. I'm so sorry. But they did a cookie jar with it for their mother-in-law, I think. And they too didn't use enough etching cream. So use your etching cream. Bunches and bunches. Big old fat globs. And you'll be fine. And I notice a lot of people wipe it off, but you need to rinse it off. The directions say wash it off with running water. Wash it. So that's what it looks like. There you go. I hope to see you next time. Again, I have a big project in the works. A big, huge glass etching project, which I won't be able to do until I get my gypsy, because I need to be able to manipulate the words. But that's a huge project and a big surprise. So hopefully you enjoyed the video and it will help you out. I'm so thankful that I was asked to do this by the ladies on the Cricut message board. They are such wonderful, very talented women. And hopefully, if you all like this video, you will follow me on my blog at eascreations.blogspot.com, or email me with your comments at eascreations@aol.com. And I'd love to have you as a follower. I love comments on my blog, and I hope to continue to do this, and hopefully I will get much better at video. My goodness, this was probably horrible. I hope nobody gets motion sickness, and I hope you're able to see what I did. All right, until next time, bye-bye.